The old timers, you would get the old tweed amps, and it might go through one 12AX7 gain stage, then into a tone stack, and then another recovery gain stage, and then out to the amp. Whereas another amp might just go through one gain stage and straight to the amp. So what would happen, or even in like the Fender Twin Reverbs, for example, the normal channel has one less tube stage than the reverb side. So those two channels are out of phase. If you were to use a Y cable to jumper into the two channels, you would find an out of phase signal. You wouldn't see that issue with something like a high watt, where using a Y cable and going into your normal and bright channel, and they both are going through one tube stage, and then they're combined and they go through the rest of the amp. Whereas if you're going into something like a twin or a deluxe reverb, where the normal channel goes through a couple of gain stages, and the tremolo channel goes through one more stage. So then you have these two stages that are out of phase, and if you Y those, you don't get the kind of sound that you're expecting. The old timers used to call that an amp that plays forward or an amp that plays backwards. So, and what they meant by that was, if the sine wave at the output, really at the speaker, was in phase with the input, they called that an amp that played forward. Whereas if the signal coming out the speaker was out of phase with the input, they called that an amp that played backwards. Just a little bit of interesting trivia there.